Right, so the famous Christmas cake we are going to make today. The Christmas cake is really a very simple recipe. There's very, very little complication in it. I think the preparation of the tin is vitally important. If you get that wrong, you're going to be in trouble when you have to take it out of the oven and then remove it from the tin. So the preparation of the tin, which I will show you separately, is really important. And the preparation of the fruit, very, very important. Just remember, the fruit is the main ingredient in your Christmas cake. So it has to be plump and it has to be the best fruit that you can get. It has to be the best ingredients that you can get. They're very simple ingredients. It's simply that you need to use good ones and then you'll have no problem. A lot of people have made their Christmas cakes since September, since October. It does let it sit really, really well and it does mature very, very well. But I think nowadays with the Christmas cakes being made, the ingredients are so well made and they're such high quality that I don't think it is vitally important to allow them 2 to 3 to 4, sometimes 4 months to get mature right. I think that if you make a cake 4 to 6 weeks in advance, it is plenty of time. And there are lots and lots of Christmas cake recipes that are made 2 weeks in advance. So don't sweat the small stuff. The important stuff to sweat about is the fruit and also the preparation of the tin. Okay, so I'll just show you what we have here ready to go. So, okay, what I have here in this pot, if you want to have a look and see now, is the fruit and all the ingredients ready to go. So all the ingredients will be listed out in the Cosy the Rosé website. So that's where you'll go to get the quantities. Okay, so what I want to show you here now is the pot with everything in it ready to go. This is just one recipe where everything is done in the pot. Sometimes these recipes, what's in this pot here, can be put into the brandy, whiskey, drambuie, whatever you want, and left overnight. But this is just the way that this recipe works. I just want to show you what it looks like. Okay, so here is the pan. And in this pan, I have got the margarine. I have got the dried fruit, the cherries, the dark brown sugar, rind of a orange and the juice of the same orange, plus the recipe calls for 50 ml, no, it calls for a baby bottle of brandy. Okay, now I'm presuming that a baby bottle of brandy is the ones that you get on the airplane, which is I think 50 ml. I could be wrong, it could be 25 ml, but it's not going to make any difference. So what I'm going to do with this is that I'm going to melt the margarine and let everything all melt together, and then I am going to leave this, you can see the margarine there, I am going to leave this to soak overnight as well, just so that the fruit really takes in all the flavours and the aromas of everything, okay? Okay, so I have everything melted here in the pot, and looking at it now, I probably would think that 25 mils was a more appropriate measurement for the brandy, but hey, we don't have any small children in this house, so it's just going to soak into the fruit even more, and because I'm leaving it overnight, I'm not concerned about it at all. So it's all soaked and ready to go, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Right, so there we go, all completely melted and mixed in. The sugar has dissolved as well, so it's absolutely fine now, and it's going to sit in this pot covered overnight. And as I said to you, I do think that 50 mils was probably not the right proportion for the brandy, but honestly it just drives me mad in recipes when people just don't give the measurement instead of saying a small baby bottle. But because I'm going to leave this overnight, it is going to be just, it's going to make the cake more moist because all of the liquid will just soak into the fruit and it'll be fine. So that's it, ready to go. Just one last thing before we finish about the fruit. Okay, the recipe calls for 375 grams of sultanas and 375 grams of mixed fruit with 100 grams of cherries. Now, I cannot bear candied peel at all. So what I've done is I have put in sultanas and raisins, and I've doubled the cherries, so I put in 200 grams of cherries. There are lots of mixes in the shops. I think there's one that has cranberries with dried fruit. You could put in prunes, you could put in apricots, separate cranberries, anything like that that you want. It's your cake, and as long as the proportions are basically the same, that's all that really matters. So make it according to your tastes and what you like. If you wanted to have a little bit more zing, you could also add the zest or rind of a lemon as well as the orange, which is in the pot at the moment. Okay, just wanted to let you know that there are, lots of options. You don't have to stick exactly to what it says on the tin, but you do have to just make sure your proportions are right. All right, see you. Okay, folks, the cake was sitting all night long in the cure bath, and so now it has been ready to go. I've left it in the same pot because there's no point in dirtying another bowl. So here it is now, and literally, as I said, it's such a simple thing. All I had to do was put in 3 eggs, 100 grams of ground almonds, and I think 225 of plain flour and a teaspoon of mixed spice. Just mix all of those in, and then you sieve in the flour and the mixed spice. And there's the mixture now. You see it's a thick, really thick consistency, ready to go into the tin. Alrighty, now we'll pop it in and we'll put it into the oven, okay? Okay folks, so the cake mixture is now in the tin, ready to go. That's it there, all ready. And I used a big metal spoon to put it into the tin so that we left, you know, the edges of all the paper and everything clean like that. Goes into an oven of 140 degrees, which is about 275 Fahrenheit, for 2.5 to 3 hours approximately. I would say to you, check it after about 2 hours, make sure the top isn't getting too brown. And then of course when the time is up, take it out around 2.5 hours, pop your skewer in to see if it comes out clean. If it doesn't, leave it in for the other half hour, and it should be ready then. 3 hours should be max. I don't think it should take any longer than that. So hopefully we will see the result after that. Okay, thanks.